Alright, welcome back. We found our first opponent and have a 0-lander, which is a clear mulligan, and mulliganed into a decent 3-lander. So do I really want to draw a Boros Charm with this hand? I actually think probably don't, because it doesn't interact and doesn't really do particularly much with our hand, and we have our first 2 turns spent. Sure, while putting it on bottom I risk a bit drawing a land instead, but I don't think I want to draw a Boros Charm here. It's just one of the weaker non-land cards we can draw in that situation, I think. This is much better. So now we're just gonna Stomping Ground into Goblin Guide to deal the most damage. And this nicely triggers our Swift Spears and helps to finish off the Tron player unless they Karn it or something. He seems to have a good opening. Yep, he has the turn 3 Tron. That's probably a bit too fast for us when we're on the draw, but we'll see. We will find out soon what he is capable to do. If he has a Karn, we are still in business. If he has a Wormcoil Engine, we are probably done. This looks like a Wormcoil Engine. Yep. So this is not looking good for us. Yeah, that's like the nightmare, being on the draw and the opponent dropping a turn 3 6/6 lifelink. But what can you do? If they have the nuts, they have the nuts. That's one of the games where I wish there was Path to Exile in our deck. And as I said in the deck tech, it is still possible that the deck wants 2 to 3 Path to Exile main deck. For now I do not run them, but I am not entirely sure. I guess if we had the Boros Charm that we put on bottom now, or draw into another one, since it's not like we know we draw a Sector Shrine Expedition, then obviously we would have wanted the Boros Charm. We still have a chance to win this actually. But yeah, right now we can't even attack, so we just gonna pass the turn and hope for the best. And depending on what he does this turn, we're probably gonna concede. That's fine. Ancient Steerings. Let's see what the ancients find. Taking his time. These are all cards we already seen. And he just found a forest. That's alright. Not too impressive. Chromatic Sphere. Looks like he might not have anything super powerful to do, which is definitely good for us and gives us some hope to maybe flip this game around, even though it's not that likely. Alright. He's attacking. That's ambitious. All we need is a Boros Charm, and then he's at 0. That's not a Boros Charm, but still not terrible. I'm gonna fetch a Sacred Foundry. damage to him. Put him to 4. And hope for the best. I mean, Boros Charm still wins if he doesn't attack, and if he attacks, Boros Charm also wins. Fog, really? Main deck Fog? Holy hell. I guess we are done here. Jeez. Didn't see that one coming. Haven't seen a Tron list yet with main deck Fog. I mean, I've seen some with it in the sideboard because it's pretty nice against Infect, for example. But, jeez, that was rough. 2 pass and a deflecting palm seems like a solid selection against Tron. I think Searing Blaze is also pretty bad. Don't think we want Revelry. It can sometimes be nice to blow up an Oblivion Stone, but all in all it's not that great. I think we're just gonna bring in the Eidolons instead to have more actual turn 2 2-drops. Gives us less reach, but we have pretty hard hitting teams, so that should be okay. I wonder if I want a 3rd pass simply because Wormcoil Engine is kind of the thing that flips the game on its head. I think I'm gonna cut one Renegade Relia for another pass because Relia is a bit slow in this matchup. Alright, that's it. I'll play first. Gonna keep this pretty good hand and see how much damage a couple of Eidolons can do to this Tron guy. Alright. I mean, in general, Tron probably is a pretty good matchup for a deck like this, but if we're on the draw and he has the nut draw of turn 3 Wormcoil Engine on the play, there's not a lot burn type decks can do. I think given that we have no land right now, I am inclined to rather play Eidolon here, because it overall does a lot more damage, especially this early in its development, where it basically deals him a lot of damage because he has to play all these chromatic stars and spheres and ancient steerings and servants cryings and stuff. So getting that out on the play on turn 2 is pretty good here normally. While GOP currently doesn't pose much of a threat without extra land in our hand. Our hand is a bit heavy on random 2-drop creatures, unfortunately, but 1-drop into double Eidolon is a pretty good start regardless. I think I want to just drop another Eidolon almost. So there's a couple of things I could do. I could drop an Eidolon. I think Eidolon should deal more damage than Geopede, and just don't play a land this turn. I think that sounds good. Double Eidolon is really punishing, and everything they can play without active Tron basically deals them 4 damage, so that sounds good. And next turn I'll probably go for Zekta Shrine plus land to have a Zekta Shrine in 2 turns. If it comes to that, might not even get to that. But this should at least deal like 4 damage a turn, while this deals like 5 once. I'm not sure how much it deals then. Yep, he just had to scoop basically. Especially if he's like mono green for some reason. Alright, got him. I think I like the sideboarding the way it is, so I'll just submit. So let's see how we fare the second time on the draw. That's a pretty good hand. Happy to keep that. Plenty of 2-drops to draw into to follow this up. Yep, there's a Zekta Shrine, which is more of a 3-drop, but that's also fine. Our turn 2 most likely will be, as of now, Swift Spear, Lightning Bolt phase to deal an extra damage with the Lightning Bolt. And we have Zekta Shrine into pass if he has turn 3 Tron into Wurmcoil this game, so this time even his nut draw won't stop us. Can't stop me now. Sorry for that joke. Kind of felt like it. Alright, what do we know he has? Oh, he has a Shrek Tusk. That is this is mildly annoying, but not that big of a deal given that he's already on 11. And probably takes a little time to set up. Yep, that's fine. That is one turn too slow. Zekta Shrine. Landfall. Chip. And get in for another 4. So he'll go up to 12. We pass and deal 11. That's unfortunate. So, but only if he has a way to get a green like another Chromatic Star or Sphere. Otherwise he has to play a Wurmcoil or a Karn. And if he does, we might just have enough to kill him. We don't have enough to win through a Karn. What's that? Ugin? Ugin would be pretty rough. Yep, that looks like Ugin. That sucks. That's really good here. Like anything else would have been fine. Karn would have been fine. Karn would have exiled the Zekta Shrine. So we have like 3 damage on the board, so a Lightning Bolt or Boros Charm easily wins. But this is like the worst thing combined with like this Shrek Tusk and green. Now we gotta struggle again. Not even have anything to get back. Bummer. I mean, we have a land to get back, but that's not great. But yeah, I guess that's what we go for. To keep his Ugin busy. But we are probably gonna get Shrek Tusked out of the game now, together with the Ugin. Oh. So close yet so far. Yep, there's Karn. Exile a random card. At least he has no green yet, so we have some hope to burn him out of the top. I'm gonna keep this land in my hand to protect my pass from Karn. But yeah, our time is running very thin here. I guess situations like this is definitely where you feel the potential downside over burn, where burn just is basically all burn spells and might just have gotten there to deal the last 7 while we didn't. Alright. Let's do that and hope we draw into like an instant that we can cast right away. Like a Boros Charm. Nope. A land. But yeah, he's probably gonna just Karn ultimate or something. Oh no, he won't. Restarting the game doesn't seem like the best idea for him right now. Oh, he exiled his green stuff to restart the game with Shrek Tusk in play, I see. That makes sense. So yeah, we are done here. He's gonna just restart the game with Shrek Tusk or Worldbreaker in play. That was a bit unfortunate, but yeah, we definitely saw that there's a real downside to not being all in on burn, like burn is in situations like this where we get interacted out of the game, basically, where burn is a lot harder to interact with. Alright, see you in a moment with the second match. Stay tuned.